Welcome to the channel, everybody. Today is all about the Saturn Sky. Yes, my go-kart skeleton. I wish it was Leroy. It's not Leroy. If you're not familiar with Leroy, that's from Cleese McFarlane, and it's incredibly much cooler than this, but for me, it's still pretty cool. Anyways, we are going to start doing some work to this bad boy today. I got an inner and outer tie rod. If you didn't remember from my last video, link will be up here. It's all bent up, and even though I straightened it up some, it didn't really work out. The wheels, you gotta drive it. You gotta really drive it, and it's a little bit scary. So we're gonna try to pull that off. Only problem is I still have not figured out any way to get the lugs off of here. I stopped by Harbor Freight, the best place to buy tools, highest quality, best prices, they don't have one for this. So they don't have like this hammer-on lug remover thing. So I'm going to try a good old-fashioned 12-point socket. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I'm going to be 100% honest with you right now. I'm going to try to hammer one of these on that's real tight. Maybe with like a sledgehammer, and see if we can get this wheel off over here. So as you can sort of see here, while we got to do the tie rod, that one over there is not bent and the wheel is straight. This one over here is very bent, and the wheel is not straight. If you didn't, you saw in my last video, I just used a shirt to kind of make an intake because it was all smashed up in here. I found this filter laying around, and the mass airflow sensor is still, I tried to kind of pigtail off of it, but there's really not any wire in there. We might have to solder it or just get a new end for it. But this is my cold air intake, man. This is the like silencer or noise reducer thing, that sits down in there. I took that off, electrical taped that up, and gave her a nice, I think this is an off-brand filter. But anyways, let's get over to this lug nut over here and see if we can figure some way to get this off of here. So it looks like a 12 point is important for this exercise. Honestly, it still feels a little too tight. I don't know that I'm able to hammer this on here. I wish I had a deep 19, but I don't. I'm still going to try to hammer this on here. I can't video and hammer this on here at the same time, so we'll just see what happened here. Probably nothing. Well, here we are. I switched over to a 3/4. And it actually seems to be pretty straight on there. The 19 wouldn't hammer on. It was too small. But this being deep really helped. And I actually got it on there decently far. Not the whole way. Not quite as far as I'd like. But we're gonna give it a go here. Let's see what happens. Oh, baby! There she is. Now how I'm going to have to really hammer this thing out of here. So I definitely ruined a socket. But because I can't get this thing out of here. I put it in the vise and hammered on it for a while. Well, that was from hammered on the thing on the lug. But, oh well, I'd sacrifice a socket to be able to get this off right now. So, right now we're pulling the wheel off, and I'm going to take a gander at what all we got to do to get this tie rod on here. And hopefully we can get it straightened up, like straightened to, I guess aligned is a better word. Get it aligned to where we want it to be. Alright, so this is the part that I straightened up before in the other video. As you can see, it cracked right here just from being straightened up so many times. But I think the real kink part is in right here. You can see this is pushed back in right here. So I don't actually have an inner tie rod tool, but I got a big pipe wrench, and I've taken them off with that before. So hopefully that guy works for today. So we're getting some progress here. Got the boot and everything off of it. Looks like I'll be able to get the pipe wrench on here. The only thing I noticed is I think from the hit, this bracket that basically mounts the power steering rack itself, I think is bent back a little bit. See, it's extremely close to this edge back here, even where like the boot that goes around it it was jammed tight into this. So if you look over on the other side here, well, you might not be able to see it right now because of the wheel being turned, but there's a lot bigger gap on this side than on that side. So I think it's just that, sort of sheet metal. It's not even really sheet metal, it's way bigger than that, but it's a thinner piece of metal that I think just bent, and I think I can put a pry bar in there and get her bent back out. And here we got our new parts in the box from Auto Part. and really it's all from Rock Auto. Speaking of Rock Auto, this one, the inner one, was like $13, 10, 13, I don't know. The freaking outer tie rod end, wherever it went, maybe it's not in here, maybe that's why it was so cheap, was I think $3 on closeout, which is just insane. So it's probably going to break immediately, and well, it'll all just be a short-lived little project. Anyways, I'm just gonna get this all back together here. There's not a whole lot of excitingness stuff going on over here. Basically, we're just gonna install that inner one and then the outer one. We're gonna put it up through that hole, and then we're gonna try to align the front wheels as much as we can. So I'll see when that's done. Well, we're all back together there, except for the bolt here. I've just been adjusting, trying to get the alignment sort of right. And let me tell you what, after you've been doing this for a little while, your eyes start playing tricks on you a little bit. Like I think this wheel is actually pointed this way just a little bit. But I looked at it a while ago, thought it was straight. I haven't really moved anything, so let's see here. And the wheel's definitely not straight in here, but that I can deal with. Check out the tires back on this thing. Sorry for the air conditioner and the compressor noise. Had to pack that guy with grease, so got the grease gun out. It looks like it might be pointing in this way a little bit now that it's all said and done here, but honestly, I can't complain at all. You know, there's no way for me in my garage right here to get it aligned without like taking it to a shop that actually does alignments. That's not my thing. But overall, I'm pretty happy, so we're just gonna hop in here and see if it's improved at all for the driving dynamics. All right, one thing this thing needs desperately are mirrors. You can't see anything. All right, seems to drive better for sure. I'm trying to tell which way it's pulling. It's actually not bad. Oh, there it is. Okay, so when you hit some bumps and it gets... All right. It's alright, so it still needs a little bit of work, guys. But seriously, name 3 things more fun than this car right now. I'm strapped in, I got a radio. Alright, I don't actually have a radio because there's no speakers left, but it's in here. And I think the AC works. I don't know, but why do you need it, you know? No, this thing is the most fun you can have in a car, almost. Unless it was faster, then it would be more fun. Alright, we made it back from our drive. And yeah, it went pretty well. It went pretty well. It's still, I'm going to trailer it up at some point here, and we're going to take it to a real alignment shop, get it aligned, and then it'll be real good, because it's still a little twitchy. But, no, I really intended this video to be more of me, like, disassembling more of this car, but this stuff just took a little longer than I planned, so I really can't do that. But coming up, next video for this car, we are going to try everything we can to get this thing completely stripped down. Like this tub, we want to get this out of here, but that means that we got to take these side panels off. They're all riveted in along here. And then this glue stuff, this whole side panel is actually just like kind of glued in. And it is real nasty stuff. So I got to figure out something. If you have any suggestions, put them in the comments down below as far as getting rid of this silicone type of glue. We're also going to get rid of the whole dash. We're going to take the dash out. Really, we're just going to do bare bones. And then down the road, we're going to try our hand at welding, or maybe we'll take it somewhere so we don't actually die. But putting in some bars around here, and probably one that runs just over top of the, your head area there, in case we roll it at some point, that we don't get crushed. But that's the plan for right now. And then down the road, hopefully we can do some engine stuff, or maybe some performance upgrades. I would love to put a turbo on this, because the turbocharge of these engines actually did pretty good. I think the red line set guy was like, I don't know, 270 horsepower or something. So once we get this down, and we got to take it across a scale. I'm so excited to do that. And I want to test it and look at what the factory numbers for all of like 0 to 60 and stuff are compared to what we're at now with all of this weight gone. So I'm pretty excited about that. We're also going to get rid of all the stuff like, washer, cowl, anything that isn't functional for driving, we're going to get rid of. Like, I already took the top out. I don't think I told you that. Top is gone. So that thing is heavy. So it was real good to get rid of that. I'm still got to get rid of some of this extra metal here, but yeah, we are making progress. All the stereo stuff is gone. So Got as much weight as we could off easily. Now it's the difficult stuff of peeling the sides off the car. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I know it might have been a little boring just doing a tie rod. I wanted it to be so much more exciting than that, but we did get to drive it a little bit. No, thanks so much for watching. Check back in. We're going to be doing more. Seriously, hit that subscribe button because you're going to want to see when we get this thing going. I think we're going to have a real good time. I plan to take it to the track and do all sorts of different stuff down the road here. So, yeah. Please just hit that subscribe button, like the like button too. You got to hit them both. That helps me out. I really appreciate it. And share with all your friends. Have a great day, guys.